Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. Yes, indeedy, it's a Friday. We've made it again through the week. Another song started, but hey, it's always good to hear. How's everybody doing? Am I muted? Am I? Oh, okay, I'm good. But yes, it's my birthday tomorrow, but today is Alex the Fiction's birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Big ups and big ups. It's capping time. I'm gonna capping all over the place. Let's get it going. Okay, but we do have some Instagram posts, some Reddit posts, some interesting stories to talk about, some new Vin Diesel memes, a couple actually, which is interesting. And it's always great to see, and it's always great to see all of you. So welcome in, and we'll get it started. This tune is kind of kicking, I must say. I'm sorry, I'm just jamming out on this now. But like all good things, it must come to an end, and we got to get started with the day. You know, it's a Friday, we got to move it along so we can get to that glorious weekend. And, you know, your training will take you far. And this is an example of that. Now, I want you to all... Oh, wait, actually, I have a poll I can do, too. So here's something that's kind of it's fitting for today. What is the best kind of birthday present? Is it something sentimental, something expensive, something difficult to acquire, or cold, hard cash? I know what you guys are going to pick. But let's get this poll started. But now do a mental poll for yourself. And I want you to take a bet on what you think they're about to do. Is he about to do slalom? Maybe, you know, I've seen some roller skate limbo. But this is next level. Sorry, I need a little bit of the music to play. It's so hardcore, so intense. Check it. Perfect split. Like it was nothing, really. You can accomplish great things in life, like I said, with a little bit of training, a little bit of practice. 165 centimeters. Can somebody say that in American for me? No, that's actually quite high. Like, I guess it's not necessarily super high. Yeah, it's for the type of jump, it's definitely very high. But I guess like a regular jump probably wouldn't be. It's not that crazy. I could do that. Easy. But I am beyond impressed. And that's what really matters, is my viewpoint. Free jump min open. It's the min. Okay. You know, I want to see the other competitors, because what if somebody hit like 200 centimeters? You know, there's a Usain Bolt of this sport. We just need to find him. It's too old of a reference now. I don't follow running. I think it's extra special getting something that is personalized to you. It feels nice to know that people pay attention to your interests, I think. That is true. Honestly, the cold hard cash and something difficult to acquire, honestly, I'm glad to see we don't have a bunch of... Don't be selfish. The dollar amount doesn't matter if it's a good gift. I'm waiting to see if that even gets a percent. Someone's going to vote for it. Somebody wants to just resell. If you give me cash, I can't flip it for more. But here we go. We have hot female comedian coming at us with a little accusation. Shane Gillis stole my joke. Now, this is big news in the comedy sphere. If you haven't heard about this, then you're a little bit behind. I guess when you're at the top, you can blatantly steal from the little guy. I'm 6'1". Word for word, Shane. Shame. See me do Shane's joke. Chicago, May 24th. New York City, May 28th. And Austin, Texas, June 6th. I feel like I said Texas weird. Whatever. Oh.
Here's a fun fact about Kevin. Kevin has a 44-inch vertical leap. And I know that because he can kiss his wife on the lips.
Okay, that was pretty specific joke there. Let's see.
Ladies! Who on their period? I'm synced up with you, sister. I'm synced up with all you ladies. Hey, ladies, you ever be on your period and you're synced up with some bitch you hate? You know what I'm talking about, ladies? I do not know what I'm talking about, ladies. Shane.
How could Shane Gillis do this? Absolutely disgusting stuff. You know, and I liked Shane. I thought he was a good guy. What is this person talking about? Dude, no, he didn't. It wasn't even remotely the same. Did they even listen to the bit? Gary Tumnus. Oh, Gary Tumnus. That's what he should have. I'm going to make an Instagram post just to add a Gary Tumnus outro. Let's see. Sorry, we got to pull up Gary Tumnus for a second.
So help me understand this. It's raining right now. As y'all can see the water droplets right here from the truck and things of that nature. We drink water every day. We use the bathroom and flush water every day. We have an ocean full of salty water and things that live in the water and things like that. And we never ran out of water. Like, we are in 2026. So with that being said, the earth has been here for 2026 years, and we've
2026 years. So you're telling me dinosaurs roamed the earth when Jesus was around. So when you sinned, you didn't need to worry about God smiting thee.
See, you think it's funny because the outro's so long. That's not why I find Gary Tumnus's outro funny. It's because it's just so randomly put. Like, it throws off the entire flow of the video, and that's what I love about it. Because it doesn't matter, it's an outro. That's what it's for.
Jesus just called
so
a
you know the video's over and you can scroll.
Tyrannosaurus Rex to come over and eat your ass. Next thing you know,
He's talking about Tyrannosaurus Rexes eating ass now? I'm a little confused. Sorry, Gary Tumnus. I should be paying more attention.
at the pearly gates and they're asking, hey, what happened? How'd you die? Well, I fucked up and Jesus had a T-Rex eat me, so there you go. He who is without sin shall cast the first T-Rex. God bless.
Gary Tumnus. Oh. Gary Tumnus. Oh. Gary Tumnus.
He needs to throw it. Everyone loves the outro. That's all we're coming for. Is the water cycle something that's taught in every school? Probably. Is it something that everyone pays attention to? No. It almost sounds like Daddy Tumnus. I mean, what's the difference?
For those of you old fucks like me who listened to music when it was good, has anyone ever listened to Blinded by the Light, the cover by Manfred Mann's Earth Band? Which we all know they're saying deuce. I know I'm not the only one that thinks they're saying douche.
Come on, get to the outro, Gary.
When it's deuce.
I can't listen to that song.
Ridiculous, but I will say
there are genuinely some people on Twitter who say it's a moral failure on your part if you don't wear a mask everywhere you go in public.
Ever had to do it all over again, which God, I hope not, but if it happened, I'm wearing Spaceballs the face mask because, yeah, at least
average Gary Tumnus W.
I'm going to have fun with it. Ridiculous, but I will say if I ever had to do it all over again, which God, I hope not, but if it happened,
I don't understand. Why am I the only person wearing a mask?
because we're over it.
Maybe I'm the smartest
I didn't know Gary Tumnus was anti-mask. Is Gary Tumnus an anti-vaxxer? We might have to ask him.
person on TikTok. Because when I went to the store,
Who
nobody
is
was
this person? This is Gary Tumnus. He's a drummer for Snakeskin Prison. I want to hear Gary Tumnus on drums. Come on, guys. I see all of your AI your AI flyers. Now please give me a video. Oh my god.
Live Friday, June 6th at Come and Take It Live, Austin, Texas. Snakeskin Prison presents.
Snakeskin Prison. Not enough Gary. That's why they only have half the followers. You know, I should have guessed that Gary Tumnus was in a rock band. Heavy metal, possibly? I don't know. I couldn't really tell from that. It's a great question. Why haven't we run out of water? Why can't you answer that, Captain? We haven't run out of water because the ice caps are melting. You see, global warming is actually a good thing. I hit the mic. Global warming is actually a good thing because the water that we're losing is being just got the meanest glare ever. You heard it here first. Less electric cars today. But yes, Shane Gillis stole hot female comedian's joke. Lucas McCrary. What a name. You know, they had to spell Lucas with a K because his name already had so many C's. McCrary. 2 C's and 2 R's in that last name is absolutely insane. But Shane Gillis stole the hot female comedian's joke. But they stole my joke.
Say it out loud. You're a vampire. Wait.
Ah! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
I don't know what I meant by that. I just thought this was so funny. I think they were trying to do like it was just going to be creepy, like she was hanging from the tree and that was going to be the joke. But it ended up being so much funnier with her getting I don't think she's necessarily stuck. I think she started sliding down a little bit. And bark burn is no joke.
Say it out loud. You're a vampire. Wait.
Ah! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Say it out loud.
It's like it's like something you in like a I'm sorry, I'm laughing too hard at this. I'm just imagining like a Grimm's fairy tale. Just like it's just someone in the woods. What happened to you? A witch did this to me. You have to go turn back, please. Insane. Great stuff. Shout out Luna the Noodle. That must be her whole thing, is wrapping herself around trees. But in other comedy news, clip from Big World Lil Pete, a comedy expose now on YouTube, link in bio. I don't know if it's a comedy special, but if it is, calling a comedy special a comedy expose is amazing. Lil Pete is just next level. Let me see. Oh no, it is an expose. Okay, I thought it was just a special. Maybe we need to watch this. I need to check this out. 12 minutes long, Big World Lil Pete, a comedy expose breaking down the inner machinations of Lil Pete. But here, let's just get a little taste for now. Big Pete, Lil Pete. He needs a Big Pete, a mentor, somebody to take him to that next level.
You guys ever been to Tao? Most expensive Chinese food on the whole planet. I'm telling you, when they brought me the check and closed my tab, it hurt me more than when they closed the casket over my grandmother back in 2008. I'm like, yo, I just spent all my money on Chinese food. I took this girl to Tao last week, and when I go on a date, I don't talk, I listen. You want to get laid? Shut up and pay the bill. The only job you have when the check comes, you got to take it with a smile on your face. Shit, that ain't nothing, fool. You can't let the girl know how bad it hurts on the inside.
Whoa, little Pete, they love you. Did you add laugh tracks? Do I look like a tech guy to you? Honestly, brilliant move. He replied again, Lil Pete a bad man. After watching a few of these, I don't think they're filmed at an actual comedy club. I think it's a prop wall. 136 followers. So what you think ain't shit? Tell him, Lil Pete. I'm not trying to advertise that I'm a comedian. Dog, you're nobody. You can't sit with me. Nobody can sit with Lil Pete. You can't sit with me, son. They gave a long reply. I don't know why this guy feels the need to go back and forth with Lil Pete. But Lil Pete replied with, you can't sit with me, son. He replies to a lot of the comments. Haters will think this is a laugh track. Yeah, they do, stupid ass playa haters. He's so right. Lil Pete comedy is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Great comment, my brother. Welcome back to Jerry Seinfeld. Nah, Lil Pete here, baby. A whole new legacy coming to the surface. Why the fuck is he responding to these? I mean, how else is he going to get the followers that he does? Look at this. He's pushing 100K. It's the engagement. Oh, he's followed by Bert Kreischer. You know, I think he could be the next Bert Kreischer. That's saying so much. You know, this is the type. Lil Pete's the type of person that Bert Kreischer would love and be like, no, you don't understand. He's actually really funny.
One of my deals at work went sideways. The client was refusing to cooperate with my company. So I had to drive to Boston so I could see the man in person in an attempt to try to talk him off the fence. When I got to the man's house, he wasn't home. He was in the hospital.
You can literally hear crickets chirping. If you listen really closely, you can actually hear crickets chirping. I don't mean that to be rude. I mean that is what's literally happening in this room.
With his daughter. I spent the entire day in Boston waiting for this man to get home. I took a shit in McDonald's. I took a shit in Burger King. I took a shit in Subway. And I took the biggest dump of my life in Mickey's Tavern. It was the biggest bomb they seen since the Boston Marathon. Y'all was dropping bombs all day. I must have been a terrorist in another life, man. Yo, I dropped so many bombs in Boston that day, the government got...
He somehow did it. He mixed a Boston bombing joke with a poopa joke. You know, this is next level stuff. This is what I'm talking about. Lil Pete is just ahead. You just can't catch up.
Me on a federal watch list now.
Why are you shitting so much, Lil Pete? I think he explained it in the beginning, But by the time he got to, I was shitting in McDonald's, I was shitting in Burger King, I completely forgot how this joke started. Like, I do not remember how we got here.
That's right, the FBI, they got a picture of Lil Pete on the wall next to Osama bin Laden and Jihadi John.
That was a deep cut reference. I mean, I guess if you're going back to Osama bin Laden, I guess those are the two you'd probably name. Honestly, I've heard worse. I've heard worse too. You know, it's all about your stage presence at the end of the day, and Lil Pete's got that. Wow, I actually counted 4 bombs with the way you're bombing on stage. Count my shit while you're at it. I did. As a matter of fact, you had more shit than laughs. What happened with the client, Pete? He is still my client to this day. Is his daughter okay? Is she sick? Was there an accident? Everybody was all good. Nobody goes to the hospital because they feel good. Yes, that is true, but his daughter was fine when she came home from the hospital. You know, Lil Pete, I don't think you need to explain these jokes that much. Lil Pete coming to Boston? Yes. Drop the dates. I got you, bro. If I was shit-faced drunk, I might laugh, maybe. I would definitely laugh. Lil Pete for mayor of New York City, 2029. Real talk, real solutions. A better NYC. Why does he have like a super, like, what is this Jerry curl he has? What is his hair right here? Like a super tight Jerry curl. I'm so confused. I think this is literally an AI photo of this. But I don't know, it turned him Puerto Rican. I guess maybe that's how he's thinking he's going to win the vote. I don't think he's actually running. I think these are just, or maybe he is. Oh, maybe he is. I thought this, wait a second. For a second, I thought this was half a joke. I only read the top half, and I expected this bottom half to be like comedy dates or something. I thought this was just like some joke. I love this city. I live this city. I'm not politically correct, but I'm just here to make it better. Lil Pete. Real talk, real solutions. A better NYC. Safer streets. More police, better tools, zero tolerance for crime. Stronger economy, support small business, create jobs, keep NYC moving. Healthier New Yorkers, more gyms, more mental health support, stronger communities. Affordable living, fix the housing crisis, lower costs, protect families. Better transit, cleaner trains, safer stations, on time, every time. Enough excuses. Let's get to work. Vote Lil Pete for mayor. Basically, he said, I'll make your life 100% better. Every facet of your life will be improved if you vote for Lil Pete. How am I going to do it? Why don't you vote for me and find out? He's got my vote. Very Men in Black coded a little bit. Yeah, might want a different suit. Maybe like a blue. Maybe like a blue with some kind of like blue pattern tie, something. I don't know. He's going to protect families with more police on the street. Everybody knows more police in New York is a good thing. It's our time. And we ended off with a little bit of music. This is a smart business move if you really think about it. It's a smart business move because You keep people in there. You keep them partying. It becomes basically a club. They have to keep buying. They have to keep buying snacks, buying drinks. It's really a great idea. Also support the local talent. You know, maybe he can't get out there, but with you, he can really change the nation. He's really mixing that too. Mixing it up how you should. But we're moving on now. Moving on to Reddit. Actually, there was one more thing. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was something else. I think I'm just wrong. I'm checking all of my stuff. No, we're okay. So this was interesting. You know, people talk about live stream fail. Oh, it's gone down the drain. Everything's so bad. Oh, it's just drama now. It's basically you could just throw it on YouTube drama and it'd be the same stuff. I think that that's true in some regards, not so true in others. It's obviously just following the trends of what's popular in the meta at whatever point. But this, I thought, is a true live stream fail. Gray Hughes investigates. Gray Hughes from Gray Hughes Investigates, a self-proclaimed true crime investigator and beggar extraordinaire, humiliates, berates, and insults a longtime member and supporter who just informed chat that she was having a hard day because her cousin was just murdered a couple hours prior. His abhorrent behavior knows no bounds, but this was by far one of the very worst. And so they have the chat here so we can see. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Or the People's Republic of China.
Oh, it was Chicken Wing. So Chicken Wing 19 right here. We can see. Chicken Wing 19 says, "My cousin was murdered today. I'm still in shock." And honestly, this feels like the type of thing that you'd share in like a chat like this. Like, obviously, there would be some places where I could understand people being like, ooh, you're bringing the mood down a little bit. But in something like this, it's like, it's not just that their cousin died. Their cousin was murdered. So it feels like almost relevant in some regard. But obviously, he's talking about something completely different here. The Chinese government or the People's Republic of China. Something in regards to that, obviously. So, but for the channel, I think that it's at least understandable, especially in a growing community, because it doesn't look like there's a lot of names here, and it's mostly just people that are members and mods. So maybe as on members only though. So I don't know. But yeah, so they say that this goes on for a few minutes, but they're talking about it in chat.
They say that instead of acting in the interest of the people who elected her, Wang acted in the interest of the People's Republic of China. Now, why are you here, Chicken Wings? That's ridiculous. You should go be with family. If your cousin was murdered, go. You need to go do something else. I don't know why you're in here chatting away.
It's just like, you don't know. I mean, you don't know what relationship they had with their cousin. You don't know what relationship they have with their family. If they have that kind of support system set up, who knows? Like, the circumstances, and just immediately being like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here! What's wrong with you?" Didn't ask for the biggest bummer news ever. You're so right. You know what? Ban them, and block them.
I don't get it. Oh boy.
I think he's getting mad that they're getting sidetracked. He's like, there's not that many chatters in here. Come on, guys. Let's stay on topic now. You should be able to keep the conversation. You keep your own conversation going. The way I heard it when I first started, and the way I'm going to keep going up until I have 1 million concurrent viewers. View as though you have the biggest audience, or stream as though you have the biggest audience. That made no sense the first time. Stream as though you have this super large audience. If you start, like, if you need the chatters to, like, keep it going, then you're not going to go very far. And just the way that he's immediately coming down on chatters is, like, not a good look. Especially when, yeah, they're a member, and you can see that they're a member. Yeah, chat always be chatting 5 convos at once, as they should. You pick and choose. You look at the little ones that you want. We just want that moving. We just want to go on 1,000 chats a second.
Chicken Wing said, I'm sorry. Chicken Wing said, hey, my cousin was murdered today. I'm still in shock. Okay, well, go, I mean, be with, the family and everything and get that all worked out.
Get
I'm not
that the hell worked out? I don't know. Figure out the funeral. What are you doing here?
What you're doing here in the chat here.
Literally, what are you doing here?
Right, but I mean, you should be on the phone talking and, What happened there? Okay, it just seems kind of odd. Anyways, what happened?
Yeah, what happened though? So you shouldn't be here. You should leave. But, like, give me the details. Is it on the news? Let me look it up. Let's look it up on stream. I feel like he noticed how many people in chat are, like, caring about it, and he's like, oh, maybe I can turn this into something. Imagine coming down on one of your very few audience members. I could not imagine. Yeah, this guy's just a major douche. It's not that serious. Like, them coming in chat isn't that serious. Their situation is very serious. Don't get me wrong, but, like, them coming in here to have a conversation is, like, what they should do. I feel like they're just trying to, find a place where they can vent. Who knows what the way they could speak about it? Maybe they did have problems with their cousin, and they feel like they could come in this chat maybe and be like, oh, I always had problems with him, but this is still so crazy. I feel like they can't say that to their family member. I don't know. There's, like, again, there are, like, so many circumstances where it could totally make sense that they want just a little bit of comfort. And now he's prying. It started with, like, a bit of a shame and, like, and sending off, but then immediately just pulling back in to try and pry. Give me the deets. It's comforting to have semi-strangers send you words of sympathy. Yeah, exactly. To know that it's not just people, like, in your immediate, like, that know about your immediate circumstance, and there are people that are, like, across nations that can relate in some way. It's beautiful, really. He looks like he's getting mad. He's, like, shaking his head. You can probably barely see it. I'm sorry. It's so small up here, but you just see him going. Come on, man. It's sped up too, so I can only imagine watching this live.
Hello?
Yeah,
what
and
happened?
it's uncomplicated too. Exactly. It's like you both get that sense of, like, you feel that sympathy from, like I was saying, from all around the world in some regards, or you also feel it in a way that's less complicated than trying to express the emotions with actual family or friends. You can kind of just vent a little bit more vaguely and let out your raw emotion. But bummer news. I'm surprised it goes on for so long, because this is, like, maybe 2 times speed, and this goes on for 6 minutes.
Chicken Wing.
Hello, what happened? Chicken Wing, come on, start spilling.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to do the show currently, because everybody's going to keep asking about that over and over and over again, and I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing here. And his mom was worried, sick, and wasn't answering any of our messages, and his grandma found him dead. Okay, how was he found dead? Did somebody shoot him, or what happened?
Rest in peace to Chicken Wing 19's cousin. This is just every aspect of this is so, like, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, what's his name? Is it in the paper? What's his name?
Give me his name. Give me the details. Dox yourself now.
Okay. Did you say the name of the person who was threatening him yesterday to his mom? Or just say, hey, something like every other story. Hey, somebody's threatening me. They don't ever say the name. Sandy, what are you talking about? Just let me ask the questions. So, what's his name, Chicken Wing?
So Chicken Wing is saying that they were in another state. I was on the phone all day with my family, even calling, kind of like snapping back at him too, being like, hey man, you're telling me I should be off the stream, be on the phone. I was on the phone all day. I'm trying to decompress. He wasn't answering the phone calls. Yeah, that we heard him read that part. As far as I know, he was stabbed and his car was stolen. He told his mom someone was threatening him yesterday. She's giving all like this. I'm saying she. I don't know why. For some reason, I think this is a guy. I can't tell what this actually is. Oh, it's a cat. For some reason, for a second, I thought it was a guy flexing. But Chicken Wing is giving all the details they have. But I don't think they want to dox themselves here. And it seems like he just wants to turn it into like a stream segment, which is pretty grimy, I must say. Hostile to his mod too. Oh, is that who he said it to? Just snapping back at people? Come on, man. They're the only people in here. I'd never do that to you. Please stay. Please. Please, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe and become a member today. Ooh, please. Yes, please. That's what I do instead. We don't do any of this. Oh, get out of here. Leave. Leave. You're messing up my chat. Yeah, this is just, I think it just continues like this for a bit. Him just kind of arguing with them. I've never heard of this guy before, but this is truly a live stream fail in like the purest form of just somebody who, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like he doesn't understand the relationship that like chatters have with each other, but then also the relationship that he should be having with the chat as a streamer. Being an absolute dickhead to his chat. Not even just to his chat, to members and mods is the craziest part. You've only been welcoming and warm. That's the hope. That's the goal. It's all love over here. But yeah, that was just a little something I wanted to pull. Thought was interesting. Gray Hughes. Was I saying Gary? I might have said Gary before. Gray Hughes. Gray Hughes investigates. But now we move in to all the H3 stuff I have. We got a lot of news from the H3 subreddit. Starting off with a post from Grape Tickler, the one and only. Ian offers to get beat up or be a cuck while Ethan debates Anissa to avoid the lawsuit. Now, this is not my statement. This is a statement by Grape Tickler. I was merely reading a headline. Now let's hear the words from Ian himself. Let's hear what he has to say. Oh, let me see if he reminded me. Honestly, the fact that he's got 553 members, what is that? If they're $5 a month, what would that be? What would that add up to? Someone do the math. I don't feel like doing it in my head right now. I've had a long week. This one? Is it working? I don't think. I need to figure this out. For some reason, my subscriber count's glitched out. But I'm sorry, I'm taking too long. We need to hear from Ian himself, the White Hassan, and Hassan is.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
Yes, Turkish iDubbbz. We know. 2,665, which Twitch takes a cut of. Okay. That's not, I mean, that probably pays like part of the mortgage, you know? Depends on where they're living. That might be all right.
Okay. So here's the deal, guys. We got a cease and desist. And obviously that, you know, I was being genuine in my apology because I was reflecting, and I think it was out of line for my own personal, I guess, goals in life and like how I want to be. And I think ultimately, even after my apology, he still doesn't seem to think that it's, I don't know, real or genuine. So listen, I don't watch the podcast. In fact, it gives me an aneurysm and it like distresses me greatly to watch it. So I
based on all of the stuff that I've like seen him and Anissa talk about, they watch the podcast. If he doesn't, maybe he doesn't, but if he doesn't, then Anissa does. It's either both of them watch like certain episodes or one of them watches all of them. Because there have been moments where they reference things that I feel like are very, like, unless they are just purely pulling from Snark, just with every talking point, which would be even more insane. I think it would be, actually, I don't know. Would it be more insane to be like a heavy shit talker and like a heavy shit talker that watches the show, or that only gets their information from the Snark subreddits? Anissa 100% watches. I guess maybe that is what it is. It's just that he's just outing her.
only hear it through the grapevine. I have to, to use a little bit of a therapy term, I have to protect my peace. So I don't know what any of the details are, but
who also hate watches. I mean, it's just hate watching in general is just insane to me. Like, I remember when I first started watching like Leftovers, I was like, okay, I don't really like Leftovers that much. Let me see if Hassan streams. Let me like kind of get into him personally a little bit more and see if I like his like personality, and then go back to Leftovers and maybe I'll like appreciate it a little bit. And then I remember watching his streams and I got nothing from it. And then once like I started disliking him more based on like, the things that I see him say, it did not lead me to like, let me go and really analyze this to get myself amped up and mad. There are instances where I'll go look for more context or something, but I'm not going to hate watch because it's just pointless. Because it's also like, it feels like the only time you hate watch somebody is when you genuinely, or at least the way that they express themselves is that they genuinely feel as though this person is like abhorrent and extremely incorrect on specific topics. And I feel like if that is the case, that is even more of a reason not to watch them if you find them so repulsive in those ways. You're not being repelled. What's happening? Facts, I just stopped watching Hassan altogether. No point to even interact. Yeah, because but yeah, I think in general it was, I tried to watch some of his politics stuff, and maybe, I think outside of like the stuff I disagree with, it was just boring. So then I thought maybe I'll watch some of his like more pop culture stuff, like watch him reacting to MasterChef or something, Kitchen Nightmares, and then I'd check that out and I'd be like, okay, he's not even reacting to this. At least say something. Oh, Gordon. Oh, Ramsey. Can we define hate watching? I feel like some people watch people they don't like for spectacle. I gave up on Hassan too. But again, it's like, what is the spectacle? Because here's the thing. I watch Lil Pete. I follow Lil Pete. I disagree with Lil Pete on topics. I don't necessarily find his comedy like hilarious. It's not hilarious. I'd say I watch him for the spectacle. I would not consider myself a hate watcher of Lil Pete because I appreciate it from a comedic aspect that isn't the intention of Lil Pete. There's comedic value that's derived from a meta perspective. And so I don't dislike Lil Pete. I just appreciate it in a different way. But for some, like, to truly say that you dislike something and continue to watch it makes no sense to me. I feel so smug because I always thought Hassan was so annoying and a shit React streamer. Well, I feel like Hassan wasn't, like, he really wasn't that popular amongst, like, I feel like the H3 fan base was very much torn on Hassan. Hassan brought a lot of people over, and so there was like a melding at one point, which made it seem like there was a bigger split. But I feel like the actual H3 fans, it was like there was a bit of a conversation there already. I cannot handle his voice anymore. Is it the tone or the cadence? It's always something. There's something in it. The timbre? I always forget how that word's spelled. And then I pronounce it weird. I did my first political satire short cartoon. I spoofed the Jesse Lee Peterson and Ben Shapiro podcast. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna pull that up and we'll check that out if we have the time on this stream. Or have you posted it yet, or are you still working on it? I started actively hating Hassan after his Ukraine takes. Before that, he was also just a mid-streamer to me, yeah. I feel like that's kind of how it went. It was like, I saw it, I didn't necessarily like it, so I didn't watch it. And then I started hearing through the grapevine just more and more aspects of him and more reasons to dislike. And then I haven't actually been given any evidence to the contrary. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you can say all day, oh, this is a lie, this is taken out of context. But every time I look for greater context, it doesn't actually show, like, it doesn't show anything more than what was already stated. So, but sorry, we went on like a crazy tangent here. About who watches H3 or not. But Ian, I feel like if he did in the past, actually, like, as a fan, I guess the question is, had he ever watched it? Because if he watched it in the past, then I feel like he probably still does now, at least like specific episodes. But I do feel like Anissa probably watches pretty consistently. Yeah, saying Crimea River, that was definitely a little too far from Hassan. That ADH3, let's go. Can you one hand clap?
I think in summary, it looks like he's interested, Ethan, in pursuing a lawsuit here in Canada. I ultimately am just like not interested in like playing that game. Like, not because I can't afford it, but because it is
I got the money, don't worry. I'm not broke. Who said I'm broke? He's happy that I have the chat covering it right now. Don't look at that number.
I just think it's a waste of time for me. It's a waste of time. Like, I don't want to know a lawyer, if I'm going to be honest. You know, I don't want to have weekly or monthly conversations with a lawyer. It's just not, I think a lot of people can relate to that. But I am a creative person. So I do want to propose some potentially amiable, is that the right word? Whatever it means, the word that means to please others. An amiable solution. Potential amicable.
Amicable? Was he really trying to think of the word amicable?
No.
Is that actually what he was saying?
I am a creative person. So I do want to propose.
Is he thinking of amenable? That doesn't really work in the... Like, contextually it might work, but I feel like in the phrasing it wouldn't work.
Potentially amiable, is that the right word? Whatever it means, the word that means to please others. An amiable solution. Potential amicable. No, it wasn't amicable. That's not the word I'm looking for. You guys are gaslighting me. 1 second. Define amiable. Yes, having or displaying a friendly or pleasant manner. I wasn't completely wrong, but I know what you guys, I know you're trying to help me. Malleable? I'm trying to come up with a malleable solution.
I'm just not, maybe he knows words I don't.
That there is,
he's a smart man.
I'll just come right out and say it, okay? A couple other suggestions that the non-creative thinkers in the world might have not considered.
Amiable? Is that what he said? Did he say amiable? Maybe that's what threw me off. Am I saying it wrong?
Amiable.
Oh, it is amiable. I've always said amiable. Okay. I guess I'm wrong.
Okay. Number 1, trial by combat. Now, hear me out. Well, number 1, I'm being deathly serious when I say that. Deathly serious. I understand that with money comes power in this world that we live in, okay? With money comes power. I would not think to take the position away from someone who accumulated a colossal amount of wealth, okay? If they want, for instance, if Ethan wants to find a party that will fight in his stead, sorry guys, I'm trying to use words I didn't run through a script or anything. If he has someone who's gonna fight in his
I'm
stead,
sorry, is this a little quiet? I feel like this is very quiet. I'm gonna boost it just a little.
that's fine. He can nominate a champion, okay? I am about 8 pounds away from reaching 200 pounds of raw gristle, okay? So it could literally be anyone. I mean anyone, okay? It could be, let's go down the list. It could be one of his disgusting employees. It could be him. Let's just rule that out. It could be, so many deplorable people on the internet. Yeah. It could be a lot.
Wait,
for instance, if Ethan wants to find a party that will fight in his stead,
I feel like there's a lot of people that would take that up. Let Tom do it. I feel like Tom would absolutely decimate Ian.
I didn't run through a script or anything. If he has someone who's gonna fight in his stead, that's fine. He can nominate a champion, okay? I am about 8 pounds away from reaching 200 pounds of raw gristle, okay? So it could literally be anyone. I mean anyone, okay? It could be...
Let Tom fuck him up. I'd love to see that. Get beat up by a 50-year-old man.
Go down the list. It could be one of his disgusting employees. It could be him.
Yeah, let Dad fight him. Wait. Dad's been wanting to fight him this whole time. He's literally asked to fight him so many times. Ethan, please accept this and let Nathan fuck him up. Please. Please. That would be awesome. Because we could get somebody like get his former boxing coach, get Mike in like that. That would be cool. But Nathan's wanted to fight him for a while. They've wanted to do that fight. Mike would destroy him. Mike would actually probably hurt him. I think Nathan's at least on his level in regards of training. Tom is hot. I'd watch Tom shirtless in the ring. Ooh. Pull a Sam Cedar and switch the fighter last minute with Dad. It would be cinema. True cinema. I'm so confused though. Why is this his solution? Let's fight. Let's fight for it. I'm almost 200 pounds.
Just rule that out. It could be, so many deplorable people on the internet. Yeah. It could be a lot. And I will also say, like, if the option is there, I can lose 50 pounds in 3 months. It's possible, okay? I can lose 60 or 70 pounds in 3 months. So whoever money talks, right? I'm sure he can get a boxing or an MMA expert to fight in his stead. So that's option 1.
I guess he's close to 200 now. I was going to say, like, how tall is he? He's 6'1". I guess that's about right, yeah. He's a good weight. It said 165 on his Wikipedia. Got to get that changed.
That is option 1. And I'm
214 today. I've lost 12 pounds. I've probably lost a little bit of weight in the last couple weeks. I've been doing a lot more walking, but last time I checked, I was like 240.
Say though,
getting up there.
I'm a little poor guy. I don't have very much money, so he has to fund the operation. It could just be in a backyard or whatever. It doesn't need to be like big arena or anything like that.
Is he insinuating AB when he says someone on his crew? AB, kid's got heart. But do I think he could win? I'd fucking hope. I hope against hope. It looked like two flailing men outside of dealerships just swinging at each other.
So he'd have to fund that. It could be a pool party. Yeah, it could.
Wait, Captain, how tall are you? See, when I was a kid, the last time I was measured, I remember the doctor was like, "You're 6'3". But since then, I've met a lot of people, a lot of them that are taller than me and shorter than me that claim to be 6'3". So I always just say I'm like 6'1", 6'2", just to try and keep it honest. Because I never know, because I've had a lot of people that it's confusing. Your back can compress within a day.
There's a lot of options. Anyway, talk amongst yourselves what you think is the best option. Additionally, there is another option, which is trial by wits. Hat tip, trial by wits. So No, we're not doing a dance battle. That's cringe. I don't think. Also, that is just an immediate victory on my behalf. Okay. Trial by wits. Basically, listen. I know over at the H3 podcast, there is I don't know that the main guy fancies himself a debate lord or something, or he thinks that he could sway public perception by going on Piers Morgan. I'm gonna really show people that I got what it takes in a battle of wits. Hey, I will participate in whatever. We can debate any topic, whatever it is. I'll pick the losing side as well. I'll pick the deplorable losing side, or better yet, since a lot of people have heat for my lovely and talented wife, Anissa. She can debate something. I'll just fucking sit in the chair in the corner, okay? We could set the whole thing up while there's like an intellectual battle. It's whatever. Not trial by Beyblade. We're not doing that. I think intellectual battle and combat battle.
I want to either fight them or debate them. Anything else is cringe. The fact that this is your solution to like, like I've said, at this point, it's like too far gone. It's not really worth it at this point, and I think the little bit of crumbs that Ethan throws their way here and there is probably the most they're gonna get.
Large Crunchman says probably used to that, right, bro? Whoa, dude. It's not as if I didn't lay that one out. Why not an honesty battle? Dude, we can't do an honesty battle.
Me and Alex are the same height. Same height and almost the same birthday. You've never seen us in a room together, only on stream together. But that could be some kind of editing, some kind of cool editing effect. Who knows?
What else? So yeah, I mean, I think those are options that would satisfy some amount of, I don't know, attention. Trial by therapy? Well, if the most growth possibilities are an interesting one, that might actually be a battle I would lose. In the short period of time. I'm not talking about the growth I've had over the past 10 years, because that is colossal. Leak the Mole? Fisherman fan? Okay, people saying Leak the Mole or something about AB tapes, you guys aren't going to have any sort of effect on me, all right? No effect. I'm strong in my convictions. Extremely strong. So, I mean, hey, for everyone who's here for the drama, you basically just got all of it. I'm being extremely serious when I say those things. It's not, because I do realize a lot of this is, unfortunately, I don't think it should be content. I don't think these things should be broadcasted on the internet, especially if you're serious about it.
I forgot that Vegan Gains had a debate with Anissa. Vegan Gains, the debate lord, took down Anissa Jomha. You had to, let me see if I can find that. Live debate. They were, honestly, it's not even like a very good debate. It's just,
maybe I just don't have the pay. I mean, which is whatever. It's fine.
Well,
but
Anissa, like it's fine. I don't think you're really prepared to have a debate with this against me. Like really, someone like Lane Norton should be debating this with me.
Terrible thing to say. Like,
no, it's not. Like, look, I'm not expecting everyone to come across to be experts in nutrition or know as much as me.
Do you ever listen to your stuff and just go like, man, I went a little fucking hard there? Do you ever do that?
No. Like, look, I'm a very direct, confrontational person, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
And there's nothing. Look, like I don't think you're less of a person or stupid or something for not knowing this stuff. I'm not trying to suggest that.
You have a great talent of making people look stupid to your audience.
Okay, like maybe I do, but look, it's
which is fine. I'm just saying, like.
Well, look, you shouldn't be embarrassed about this sort of stuff. Like I needed to learn this.
I'm just stating a
this is what would end up happening if there was a debate. It would just turn into, why are you like this, though? But why are you acting like this? Just not worth it. It's not worth the conversation.
I think the whole thing is extremely silly. So I would be fine with it not, with just, what do you call that? What do they call it? I don't think there's an official name for it. Financial torture. I think it's an attempt of doing a financial torture.
She makes Vegan Gains look like Aristotle. It's truly a meeting of the minds. Well, that's like the point, though, right? Is he was making a very clear point there, and she took it as like a personal slight. He's saying, and maybe you could take it as a slight that he used a comparison, but I feel like the comparison he used was pretty apt. But he was basically just saying you do not have the like proper information to be able to make any contrary any opposing arguments to me. Everything that I'm going to say is like founded within science and grounded in some kind of reality, but you're just going off of vibes and trying to say that I'm making you feel bad and that I make other people feel bad because I'm debating. She kept saying, I feel like, during the entire debate. Yeah, that's not how debates work. Sorry. Okay. I feel like this. Okay. Yeah, it's true. You can't debate what you don't know. The problem is if you don't know a lot. And here's an interesting thing. Young Fika, Love, formerly known as Lovebot. Guy tries stealing some twisted teas, and then the streamer, Young Fika, snakes the distracted scalper at Pokemon vending machine and gets a Pokemon box. Let's check it out.
Oh, Jesus. Holy shit.
You're not stealing the twisted teas this time. Come on, man. You got to try better places. Where is this actually? Yeah, bro, you're at the store. I can see. I think they're at an actual store here. Can't be doing that, bro. If you're going to do it, go to like a CVS or something. You got to go to a place where they're not going to stop you. You're just trying to walk out. You got to go to those places where it's in their policy that they can't, or else they'll get fired. You still might get stopped. They still might try and grab you, but when they got this guy up front, it's like you should have known.
Oh, Jesus. Holy shit.
And then in the moment, as the chaos is ensuing, he knew what to do. He knew what he must do. And look at this right here. 242 more members than iDubbbz. That's for a reason. Love streams are absolutely insane. Put some Team Rocket music over this. I'll put it for just a second. Start from the top.
This is the boss, and I'm sick of waiting. I want Pikachu, and this time don't screw it up!
I don't think it's working. Is it working? Yeah, buying it, let's get it.
We'll be the richest rogues of all time.
Oh, that's working.
It honestly fits so perfectly. But yeah, every time he goes to these, there's always just scalpers there that are trying to tell him that it's not working or that he can't buy them or that there's a line. It's always the same people just trying to get their pennies on the dollar, honestly.
Let's get it. Let's see. I think it's working.
Young Fika. Oh, we got his email now. youngfikainc@gmail.com.
Oh, that's working.
About to send Love an email.
Is usually one per credit card or?
I think so. Something like that. Have you bought anything else recently?
No.
Huh. Oh, no, it's working. Yeah. Nice. That's what's up. Nice. Let's go.
Hitting a let's go in front of a scalper is honestly such an alpha move.
Ooh, very nice. I'm so glad I finally got a Pokemon now. There we go.
I'm so happy I finally got a Pokemon. Yay, my first one. But yes, honestly, Love's Pokemon streams have been going crazy. And Love's a collector, so we give him the props. He isn't going there to resell, to scalp like a monster. Speaking of monsters, Ethan posted a screenshot of the Snark Discord server. I'm starting to hear chatter of a secret Snark Discord that's been leaked, or that's being leaked. I wonder who, and I think this is supposed to be they've, who there spent the last 2 years obsessing over. And yeah, pretty obvious here. The Snark left.
Look at the gifted sub.
Oh, thank you so much, Alex the Fiction. Then 1 Gavin Quasar gifted membership. Gotta hit your favorite. Happy birthday.
I fucking bust loads all over my couch.
And another one for the one time. But yes, CPS, this totally looks like an AI image too. Right? Like the placement of the CPS onto the skull doesn't look like it was done by somebody. This looks like it was done by AI, in my personal opinion. It's just so dumb. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, CPS on the skull is absolutely insane. Loved his Hot Wheels too. Same method as me. Just keep it cased, piled into a corner. My dad's a big collector, and he taught me how to hunt young, how to get them treasure hunts young, and they've changed it so much over the years. But I have a Redline Club car from probably 2003, or maybe Redline at that point. What was it? I need to pull it out to see exactly what it was. I have it put away, but I have this car that was in a package that was closed away, sealed away, that I ripped out when I was like 2 or 3 years old because I got into my dad's closet. And he was just like, let's just give him the car then. Just give it to him then. And that's why if you have kids, you put the expensive stuff up high. You put those little duds on the bottom rack. Like those are the ones they can rip open and feel okay about. Was looking into it. It's crazy. Going to be interesting when the full leaks are out. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what more and more comes from it, because it is just. I mean, this is where it will be like they'll be a little bit more unhinged. I'm assuming, because it's like a platform where they can speak freely. They don't have to worry about censorship. Only the censorship from each other, which is probably none. Sorry, there's a tongue twister there. But this was one thing that I saw as well. Secret Snark Discord targeted Hutch's dead sister. So this is disgusting. Absolutely insane stuff. And again, it's like I don't understand how. I feel like anybody that said, "Oh, shout out to the Snark Discord. Oh, shout out this, shout out that." It's like, you should have never made those statements, because you're shouting out anonymous people online. Probably not the smartest thing to do. But second of all, it's like at this point, I do think that they should definitely make a statement taking that back. But Hutch posted this on Twitter, on X. Gotta say, I'm not terribly surprised to have found this out in the leaked Snark Discord logs. Folks, this is online politics. If you're involving dead family members over this stuff, you're years overdue for extensive therapy. Delete your accounts and reevaluate. And then he posted the message. I take back not talking about Hutch's dead sister. She's fair target now. And then Hutch kept going. I'm being serious. If the person who wrote those truly depraved comments in my chat recently happens to see this, or comments in my chats recently happens to see this, the very first thing that sprang to my mind reading this wasn't rage or sadness. I pitied you. There is no way your life is going well. Talk to somebody. Get help. Nobody in that Discord even lightly discouraged this person from talking about my sister, to give you a sense of the kind of people we're dealing with in there. and that's kind of the point I'm making is like, if they're just the only ones policing each other in there, I doubt there's any real policing, and it's just a feedback loop of depravity, you know what I mean, where they're just going to endlessly, they're going to get worse and worse because they're just going to be feeding into it more and more and kind of pushing the line here and there until they've just gone completely overboard and everybody's bought into it. And yeah, it is true that they are just miserable. They're just horribly miserable people that spend their lives online. And it's okay to have an online, presence, to be there, to have your communities that you go check out. But when you've fully dedicated yourself to like the internet and you've invested so much of like, you've like taken a part of your soul out and put it into the internet, and that's not really worth it. You should be expressing yourself, but it should always be, there should always be a great separation there, and be able to step outside and communicate with other people, go to the grocery store, talk to the cashier, whatever it is. Find local community as well, because you need that you need that for more grounding, because when you have just these online echo chambers, you're going to end up like becoming the type of person that can't function in society well. Because there are people that even like that are working, that work jobs in, with working with the public every day, that don't necessarily interact with the public in proper ways and don't have that connection to the greater whole, or whatever you would say, and are, they have an inherent separation of themselves to the internet, but they don't realize that they're growing a disconnect with humanity in a way as well. Friday is Friday. We're getting there. But yes, just some thoughts from me about this insane thing. Shout out Hutch. I honestly didn't know this about his sister either. So, rest in peace. I can't believe that people would even think to like, because again, it's like, to know that means to have like a little bit more of like an in-depth like knowledge of Hutch, because I just catch his videos here and there and his streams every once in a while. So to have this like more intimate knowledge feels, again, it's like even more odd to then use that as like some kind of insult. Like literally, the only time, maybe they are just all children, because I can think back, and the only time I could think of ever like thinking something like this was like a joke that I made like in high school. It was like a thought process that I had in high school where it's like, hey, I just think of the best thing that I can say, and it's just a dumb joke of like, I just think of the best comeback that I can have. So if somebody's just like, oh, you're ugly, oh well, your dad's dead. And again, it's like, that's the thought of like a stupid high schooler. The fact that if these people aren't in high school and are like real adults, that, and again, I was joking. I do feel like these people are probably being serious with the statement, she's a fair target now. Like, what does that even mean? What is that? Like, the implications there feel like they could go much farther than just harassment based. I don't know. It's just it's a little too dark. Hutch has one of the most dedicated haters of all time in Ogre Boy. I feel like I just said that like an ogre. Ogre Boy. It doesn't surprise me at all that he probably started that. He's confirmed in the group, like in the snark stuff, or what? Sorry, I might have missed some earlier chats. I like Hutch, but he has a kind of naivety to him that sometimes makes me angry. Like, he wants to believe the best of the people running the country, but I think we're past that. Yeah, there are moments where it's just like, hopium and copium run parallel. We got to remember that. We can only hope so far. It's good to have faith, but you can't have blind faith. things like that, other phrases that you can think of. But here was a little TF plug, a little Teddy Fresh plug here. I'm gonna just skip it ahead. This was kind of interesting.
Anyone seen my, you guys seen my two hoes?
What?
Huh?
Yeah, someday. We gotta
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, they wanted me. Fresh sold me to my face. You're gonna have to pay.
A year ago?
A year ago.
Well, dude, I mean, think about it.
And she's just in the background, just continuously going like, we're repping Teddy Fresh, just getting it on stream. Little advertisement real quick. Teddy Glow as well. Someone had a Sleepy Puppy 77 post that they posted on the H3 subreddit. My Instagram algorithm has been looking a bit Guarlish lately. We know, everyone knows Sleepy Puppy 77. I showed their other song, but they did drop something recently. High school bullies. How is it so puffy? You, please don't wear leggings. Why is your fat moose knuckle showing? This one is to you.
They used to make fun of my camel toe, and now they love my coochie fat. Used to call me, I guess it's true, I make a stupid cat.
Sleepy Puppy 77? Newest rapper out here? No, they honestly had one song that I was vibing with on Instagram. I actually haven't listened to it anywhere else. Is that the new one she's promoting? I don't think so. I think that was an older song.
How come the more that I take, the more my stomach hurt? I thought this was a painkiller, fuck. I'm at the party, she's trying to get at me. Just texted 3 girls that I miss her so much. According to who's really close to me, person in charge of my life, it is really the plug. I don't have the power to stop it. The louder the cough and the more that I really feel. The closer I get to you, I get more reasons from people I notice to keep backing up.
Responding to Facebook commenters.
Damn, you look like Jim Carrey if he punched his mom when he got mad. Like, what the fuck is with your beard? How did it go from some triangles to penis in a year? You call me gay, but have you seen a man look like you not be queer? This is to Mitchell. He said I need some help. You and your son look fucking inbred. You should worry about yourself. I would fuck your wife if she looked like a MILF, but if she pumped out a kid who looks like that, then I can tell that she's not. Look at his lazy eye, it's damn near asleep. This dude looks like a crazy guy who touches kids when they're asleep. Now, oh my god, look at her hair, look at the grease. She uses it to fry the fucking food that she eats, fucking fatty.
Sometimes you gotta snap back.
You want to know how good I am at music? My backing vocals would be the catchiest thing you've ever written. I've scrapped lyrics your girlfriend would get as a tattoo on her forehead. Other people write songs, but I make masterpieces. And I wouldn't need anything more than 3 chords and Ableton presets to run circles around you. You want to know how good
I love Rain King so much.
If you're one of my first followers, you're dead to me. This song. What if I'm the only one who's sober, using only basic colors? The picture paints, everybody else gets in everybody's way. Goodbye, Museum of the Dusk and Morning. So beloved and boring. The critics say everybody else gets in everybody's way. This song.
Honestly, I said it before. He just needs more practice. He's actually not that bad. His writing's pretty decent. Everybody's got to remember that if you're a decent writer, then you could always just become a ghostwriter if it doesn't work out.
Here are some of the best guitar parts that I've written.
Okay, okay.
And I don't wanna be demonetized again, so I'm gonna sing my outros out instead. It's a bitch I can't use songs at the end, but I'd rather pay my rent. Please do not come, please do not go, demonetize me and my YouTube show. I need money I can blow. And
Get it, Rain King.
my sweet haters will ask, was this worth posting for 10 likes? Oh, you ignorant fool. It was worth posting even if no one liked it. The weight of my words doesn't hinge on the number of sheep that happen to agree with me. My words are valid because I believe in them.
Remember, Rain King, even the black sheep is still a sheep. Remember, you must guide as the shepherd. Let's move on. He moved like a Fortnite character? Well, what else is he supposed to do? Why are Tom and Hila throwing down? I hope she kicks his ass. He's practicing so that he can take on iDubbbz. Hila's a good matchup, you know? Stylistically, maybe they're trying to see it's Tom versus Hila for who gets to fight iDubbbz. The Battle of the Millennium. Falcon? Hypocrisy is a disease. Get well soon. I saw some comments comparing these two situations on another post. I had to. Putting the videos together side by side is actually hilarious. Performative hypocrites everywhere. Edit to add, I posted this on my TikTok, H3 Pride Minute, as well. Go check out H3 Pride Minute, H3.Pride Minute on TikTok.
The problem is that this man is a misogynist.
Boobs of note.
The boobs.
Every now and then I'll see a pair that is just like concussion inducing. And I'll send it to Will, and he'll be like, I wish I was concussed.
And he frequently utilizes very disgusting, misogynistic, sexist language.
Every now and then I'll see a pair that is just like concussion inducing.
It is still the purpose being.
The way they go. Like, the thing that I don't get is I guess none of these people are like, in a comedy world, you can do a yes and. If he's just joking, you hit a yes and maybe like make it more extreme, up the ante, whatever. Nobody did that. They just kind of went, okay. But the other thing you could do is just completely stop it dead in its tracks. And then just be like, what? What are you talking about? You got some examples? They saved? You got a whole you got a folder for them? What's up?
To sexually degrade women.
And I'll send it to Will, and he'll be like, I wish I was concussed.
Reduce them to objects.
Every now and then I'll see a pair that is just like concussion inducing.
This is how men like this feel big and strong.
My old friend who runs this live event is having Hassan as a guest, and it took everything in my power to keep my mouth shut about it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it feels odd to like get in the middle of something like that or get in the way. And it's more a case of like, I think the public does need to be the ones to make a hubbub, say this is wrong.
Every now and then I'll see a pair that is just
like trying to go behind the scenes almost feels more I don't know, it feels less professional, so I get you.
Concussion inducing. And I'll send it to Will, and he'll be...
This is really gross behavior.
So
And you know, it happens. Wait, you guys are talking about something else. What are you guys talking about? Get that out of my chat. Who got 16 years? No, sorry, I want to read what this said. Oh, Chud the Builder. Wait, Chud the Builder got sentenced? Oh, okay. That was something else. Okay. Carolyn Kwan was a prom queen, and she still brings it up. Does this surprise anyone? I used to be a Fear Ann fan in 2022, unfortunately. That's pretty funny. Bringing up that you were a prom king or queen is a little... It's too bad. Too far. Harvey Weinstein? Sorry, I was skimming chats and I got confused. I saw Chud the Builder got arrested. So Harvey Weinstein's back in the news? Interesting. Interesting indeed. I'm gonna have to look that up later because I have a Chud the Builder thing that I was gonna talk about, so that's why I thought that it was relevant to that. But I'll look into that separately. Giving peaked in high school? Yes, indeed. But you know who didn't peak in high school? Vin Diesel. He's still on the up. Now we all know Vin Diesel from the Beautiful Worlds clip. And he's starting to get some more clips out there recently. So for context, Cannes celebrated the 25th anniversary of the 2001 film The Fast and the Furious with a midnight screening on the Croisette. Probably saying that wrong. I can't even believe you want to see me. I can't believe him. I gotta do it like him. I can't even believe you want to see me fucking cry. Vin Diesel, it's weird. He doesn't have like a... Sometimes it sounds like people are gargling marbles. His voice just sounds weird. Maybe that's why he is Groot. Yo soy Groot. Vin Diesel said after the credits rolled, telling the audience that Paul Walker's daughter, Meadow, had been a source of strength. So let's hear him out. This is what Ethan hears when AB speaks. Everybody quiet.
I'm proud to celebrate the fact this festival called the film that Michelle and Jordana, Pablo and I did, that this festival will call a classic. I can't see any of you. I try to see my brother. It was on the script at first.
Okay, I think you get the gist. He gives a speech. The joke is that you cannot understand what he's saying. But this wasn't the funniest clip that I saw. I'm glad someone posted this on the H3H3 production subreddit, because then I was also reminded that I need to show this Vin Diesel clip. So, we have a new little interview that he had with somebody. A little bit of an odd interaction. How do you feel to be here tonight? Brut tried to ask Vin Diesel a question, but we weren't expecting this response. It hit hard when he said, my brother, festival. Those are the words that I heard. I heard a few come out.
Tonight, what does it mean for you?
How does it feel for you?
Well, I have to say you were my childhood crush. So So that's how it feels for me.
But to be here tonight, what is it?
Okay, Vin Diesel, good job. You strayed away from that question, or from that little side thing she said, that aside. You know, she said, "Oh, you were my childhood crush." Yeah, but you know, this festival. What does it mean for you? You know, this festival. We're here. It's a beautiful place.
Or if I was your childhood
No,
crush.
Vin Diesel, no, go back, stop. Stop, Vin Diesel, no. Cut it out.
What does it feel to have the world recognize the Fast and Furious as a classic? What does that feel like? That's kind of amazing.
Do you mind showing us the jacket real quick?
Really?
Yeah. I haven't seen the jacket. It's amazing.
Good idea?
Yeah.
You too?
I mean, look at that.
It is nice. Yeah, you can always tell when Vin's hammered.
Amazing. Thank you so much. What does it say? Fast forever. Obviously. Thank you so much. I think they're waiting for you. Thank you, Vin. Thank you. I'm waiting. Thank you, Vin.
I think he just literally started talking to some other people.
How does it feel to be here tonight? What does it mean for you?
It's funny because you know he just couldn't think of anything to say. It's nice. It's cool. Like, it's supposed to mean something more, but he's like, I don't know, it's cool. This does look like something Sam would have made for a bit. It isn't that impressive, I've got to be honest. This looks like something that you'd buy at, like, Ross. They didn't sell somewhere else, so they ended up at Ross. I am Groot. That's what he was thinking the entire time. But yes, just another little Vin Diesel moment.
How does it feel for you?
How does it feel for you?
Well, I have to say,
The look he's giving her, too.
you were my childhood crush. So that's how it feels for me.
But to be here tonight, what does it mean? Or if I was your childhood crush, what does it feel to have the world recognize the...
Oh, let me get the lateness poll started now, because yes, we might not. They've been starting early. I'm glad Dan pointed out, though, that they're not really early. Okay, so we have a bunch of sentimental people in chat. Only one, nobody said, I thought it was one person, I don't know why, but nobody said something expensive. 0% of people want something expensive. They'd prefer the cold hard cash. Like, if you're going to give me something expensive, just give me the cash instead. That was 24%, got second place. Something Sentimental won with 57%. Over half of you voters voted for that. Amazing. And Something Difficult to Acquire came in third with 19%. That's really surprising. Nobody wants an expensive gift. But I guess it makes sense. It's like, if it's expensive and not sentimental, then who knows if it's even going to be good. Nobody here is a true flipper. But yeah, so we'll get that stopped and then start a new poll for how late will the H3 show start today. But, oh no, all of these are going to be something else. Okay, let me get the poll up first, and then I have to read. Here, while I'm doing this, let's put on this real quick. Let's get this poll started. How late will the H3 show start today? Will they be on time / early? It's a possibility. Will they be 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, or 30 minutes late? And remember, this is all in regards to their actual posted start time, which is 10:30, not when they are meant to start, which is 11 o'clock. So that is going to go live now. How late will the H3 show start today? On time / early, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. We have a title. We still don't have a thumbnail, though, so interestingly enough. That's an interesting question. What would be an expensive, non-sentimental gift you wouldn't appreciate? I mean, they could do something like this, right? Get you like a diamond encrusted saddle, but you're like, I don't have a horse. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't even have a place I can like set this. I have to just put it in the garage. Like, you know what I mean? Like something like that I could see. They're not tricking me again. 30-minute gang. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But yes, get your polls in. Get your votes in. And I guess I'll keep some music playing. Here, I'm going to start another song real quick while I read through this. Ooh, there we go. So, Jeff Wittek admits David Dobrik did pay his medical bills, dropping the lawsuit. Former employee miscommunicated. What does this mean? Now, this is interesting. A little bit. And I'm confused, I have to say. So, Jeff Wittek said, been waiting a long time to say this. Over the last few years, a lot of energy has gone into something that weighed heavily on me both mentally and emotionally. Last year especially, brought me to one of the lowest points of my life. And through that process, I realized I need to make a choice to let go, move forward, and choose forgiveness. Once I did, I immediately felt a sense of peace that I hadn't felt in a long time. This is starting to read like a settlement. This is starting to read like a settlement statement. I'm just going to say it. But my hair's going crazy today. After meeting with my legal team and reviewing all of the relevant information, it became clear that I had been miscommunicated to by a former team member who no longer works for me. I learned that David's company had in fact offered and provided insurance coverage for my initial medical bills totaling approximately $110,000, along with an additional $41,000 in medical expenses that David paid out of pocket without pushback. This information was not properly communicated to me before the lawsuit was filed. David helped cover my medical costs, and we now have cleared communication moving forward regarding future coverage as well. I want to apologize for the confusion this situation created publicly. More than anything, I'm grateful to finally leave this chapter in the past. Some things take a lot out of you privately. I'm just happy to move forward now, focus on the future, and put my energy into people and things I love. Thank you to everyone who supported me through some of the darkest moments of my life. This music is just making it so funny. Thank you to everyone who supported me through some of the darkest moments of my life. Your support genuinely helped carry me through. Sorry, Gavin, I zoned out. Can you start over? You were getting too into the song. I was wanting something a little more smooth. Nah. I think that's the one I had on, though. Maybe that's the one I had. Oh, okay. Oh, I did this the other day. Sorry, I'm trying to... I looked this up the other day and I wanted to make sure I'm right. Okay, never mind. I was off. If you were born in May, that means for some reason your parents were getting it on in August. That goes for me too. I wonder why. What was the occasion? It was the fall. The first leaves fell. Still too early. Still kind of summery, but yes. Does this make sense to anyone though? Because to me, this really just sounds like a settlement like statement coming from Wittek, from Jeffy Boy. Because this doesn't make any sense here. To say that somehow there was just a miscommunication, but your bills were paid. Because surely, like, you would be getting communication from the hospital about payments. Like, if a payment had been paid or if it hadn't. Unless he was truly just, like, ignoring the payment and then decided to sue. But again, that just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, how could something like that be miscommunicated? That's so crazy. See, and my thought is that maybe David, in the lawsuit, they came to a settlement agreement, and maybe this is like the total amount that they settled for the, and then they just kind of acted as though it happened, like retroactively. Jeff sounds like a settlement. Imagine being so rich that you don't know that your bills got paid. That's what I mean, is like a $100,000, because like I've heard of people, right, that are just like, throw that medical bill to the side. Who cares? Leave it. We have medical debts in the US. Fuck them. Just leave it. What's gonna happen? And some people do say that, and that's not a great outlook to have, but I could imagine that being the perspective that Jeff was having. But in the context of it becoming a lawsuit, I feel like you would have to do your due diligence at that point to establish the damages done and like and that. So I don't know. David has been trying to come back into the public eye. Oh, I wish I had a tish. What do you call that? No pun intended. This would be a path I would take if I was with him. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's the smart thing to do, right? Is pay him off and then try and come back and be like, look at me, I'm still jacked. Look at me, I'm still ripped now. December 1st, and dad is April 1st. Your dad was born on April Fool's Day? Is he a goofball? I feel like Jeff is getting played. I feel like it can't be that. That I feel like is... Jeff's got too many street smarts. I do think it's a settlement. That's the way it reads to me, at least. But I do think that it's like the worst settlement like statement ever, because this part just makes absolutely no sense that somehow there were $151,000 paid out by David that you just didn't know about somehow. David sucks for so many other reasons, though. There are a lot of other reasons that David sucks, and who knows if this is going to be the thing that saves him. Like, there's a lot of reasons to hate David Dobrik. Top one being that he's just super annoying. Like, I think that's probably the easiest one to argue, right? I don't like him. Why? He annoys me. But we're going to move on from that now. Sorry, the tune's got to go. We got to turn off the tunes for James Charles. Just in case I need to boost the audio. But, so out of touch. And a predator also. Real credit to Cheska Ramsey and the Fix It podcast.
I know it's embarrassing to set my phone down and fucking cry about an app getting banned, but 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need to go fund me? I've been making content for a really long time online, way before TikTok was ever even a thing, but truly nothing has ever compared to this app. You could have...
I didn't know that James Charles... Or I feel like maybe I did. I just forgot completely that James Charles cried over TikTok being banned. But yeah, just insane.
Applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. Honestly, tonight, I'm just feeling really sad. Oh my god, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. Feels really just dystopian and like unreal that it could be going away in a couple of hours. People lose their jobs every fucking day and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. This is really the first platform that I feel like I've been able to be myself. All you did was lost.
Not a good thing, James. You need to go away. James Charles talks so obnoxiously. I mean, I agree. Very obnoxious way of speaking for sure.
your job, okay? Welcome to the real world.
Jimmy Chuck. I'm gonna start calling James Charles that. Jimmy Chuck.
This app really has been such a beautiful community. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. There really is no platform like this, and I'm just really scared that I'm not gonna be able to find.
That could be it. Sorry, we're going back to the. This was kind of just an aside, little, just showing that James Charles is not just entitled, but is also just a huge hypocrite, out of touch, and a predator. But I didn't think about that. Thank you, Wednesday. Maybe one of his lawyers never communicated a settlement offer from David, and then Jeff went in to defame him by saying he never offered to pay. I don't know, but it's definitely a settlement. Yeah, that would at least make a little bit more sense in the context of like how the money situation. But yeah, it's still a bit fishy for sure. My son was due on December 25th, but he luckily came out a week early. Still too close, but what do? You just got to celebrate both. That's what you do. My fiance's birthday is December 18th, so hers is a week before Christmas as well. And so you got to celebrate both. You got to do both. Can't forget. Cake on Christmas, cake on birthday. Why not? Is it a fruit cake? What do you do for Christmas? I forget what they do for Christmas. The one that just looks weird and has like a bunch of chunks in it. Time to put Jimmy Chuck on a watch list for real. I hope Jimmy Chuck's on a couple watch lists already. That's the hope, right? And I thought this was funny. This looks like a Tamara creation. I think it looks kind of like James Charles. Like just a little bit. There's something there. But also when I saw this, it's data from Star Trek, from the Next Generation, and it's a mask. And honestly, it made me realize how they got the Michael Myers mask, like how it was so easy, because this is horrifying. And I could totally see how this, because they use the Captain Kirk mask, right? It was a Kirk mask. No, or yes. Pretty sure it was a Kirk mask for Michael Myers. It looks a bit like Dad. Honestly, you're not wrong. When he does that stare, when he's looking into your soul. The holes confuse me. I've never understood this either. They started doing them better now where they put like the eye slits. They put like slits in the eyes so you can like see through those. They still don't work that well. Charlie Kirk mask. I bet you it exists. Honestly, the Captain Kirk mask, the original one that they used for Michael Myers, it kind of almost looks like Charlie Kirk a little bit. Here, let me show you. So there's this Charlie Kirk mask. But then tell me I'm wrong. There's something there. Look at that. Let me get side by side. Interesting. Horrifying. But we finally have a message from the person on the receiving end of James Charles' hateful video rejects his apology. From A_Rebma on TikTok. She looks like she's trying to make the best of a crappy situation. She has a GoFundMe open and is raising awareness for other coworkers who are now without jobs, as well as on her TikTok. Oh, so she's raising awareness. So her GoFundMe's for her, but she's raising awareness for other coworkers. For a second, that almost sounds like the GoFundMe's for everybody, but it doesn't sound like. And hey, you do got to make the best out of a shitty situation. That is the truth. It changed. I'm squashing the beef with iDubbbz. H3 show number 270. Is he going to box him? Maybe. AI Ethan's getting out of hand. This one's crazy. Look at AI Ethan here. Like it enhanced his wrinkles so much and then turned some of it into hair. And the beard on this side looks insane. His neck is all crazy and the shadowing in the beard looks all messed up. His eyebrows are like too smooth on his face. Come on, man. We got to work this out, but sorry. But yes, I guess they're squashing the beef today. They're not. Tom and Hila aren't fighting for some reason. That's what I was hoping for. But let's check this one out from _Rebma.
I know another question on here is, do I accept his apology? So I'm just going to answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology, especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to message me privately. No. So he did message me. Here's a screenshot.
Hi, Amber. I wanted to reach out privately with an apology for the video I made. It was disgraceful and completely unnecessary, and there is no excuse for me yelling at and berating someone for asking for help in a shitty situation that was completely out of your control. I'm so sorry for adding to what was already a distressing time. I'm so ashamed I am so ashamed for most only the video, but for, I guess he meant not only the video, for not only the video, but also for being so disgustingly out of touch. I was sent your video today and was so glad to see your GoFundMe has exploded, but I also know that getting attention online can be scary and overwhelming, especially when you never asked for it in the first place. I spent the last few days reading stories from real people about what it's actually like losing a job without notice, and also learning about the journey to find a new one when so many people are going through the same situation. I've just donated to your GoFundMe, but also please know I'm here if there is anything else I can help with or do. Also, fully understand if you never want to hear from me again. I genuinely wish you all the best and hope you're doing okay. Yeah, it's just again trying to save face. It didn't work out, so now he's doing everything he can to try and make things better.
And I don't accept it. Let's go.
It was her. How do we know? I mean, we don't unless she's fully faking the text chain. But it sounds like she also made another video, showing the original text as well. Yeah, it's good if he donated, but it's like, I mean, again, it doesn't absolve you of the things that you've done, even beyond this situation. I skipped a section of what? Did I not read all of it? It feels like a lawyer wrote this, yeah. I don't think a lawyer wrote it, though, because there was a typo. Or I guess lawyers typo all the time, too. They are human.
And I don't accept it. Let's go. Did you respond to his apology? I sure the hell did not.
Yeah. That's all you need to do at the end of the day, right? Sometimes you got to just let it burn. But I hope they cover this mess on the pod. So Myron goes on a rant after Chud the Builder shot a black guy who attacked him. Not only did he shoot somebody for attacking him, he shot himself in the process. Real Cheddar Bob moment. But yeah, basically, for those who don't know, I've talked about him briefly. Cheddar Bob, Chud the Builder here, was going around harassing and instigating black people, calling them the N-word, and his go-to catchphrase that he was using was "stop chimping out." He would go around stop chimping, going stop chimping out, stop chimping out, and then pepper sprayed someone and has now shot somebody and shot himself, which is honestly kind of funny, not gonna lie. He's not dead, so him shooting himself is a little bit funny. But we're gonna get the full take. I don't care about what Myron has to say. Of course Myron's gonna defend him. All he did was call him the N-word. What's wrong with that? I can already hear Myron saying it. But we're gonna get the message from our favorite gang politics YouTuber. No, but end of sentence. This is, why can't I remember his name? Oh no, I gotta go to his account now. He's gonna say it too, but I need to say it. 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake, end of sentence, is gonna talk about the Chud the Builder situation. Chud the Builder arrested for attempted murder after rage baiting the wrong one. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it shows that he's just a little coward. Probably wasn't very, was a weakling growing up. Probably got bullied. And I don't even mean that as like an insult to him. I mean that as like probably a factual statement that he was probably someone who got bullied and wasn't very physically imposing. Got a little bit bigger, grew out a mustache, and thought that it'd be cool to go around and bully people and instigate situations where you can then pull a gun on them. And I'm sorry, but if you're gonna go around talking shit, you got to at least fight. If you're gonna pull a gun or pull out pepper spray, you are a coward. And he would go around saying people are chimping out, but most of the time he would just squawk like a bird and then run away like a little pussycat. So let's hear what 1090 Jake has to say, though.
Chud the Builder, the racist, rage-baiting IRL streamer from Tennessee, is in some trouble after shooting a man, shooting himself, and being arrested for it all. Now, before we start this video, I want to make it clear we do not condone or promote racism in any way, shape, or form on this channel, and I have carefully edited this video to comply with all of YouTube's very strict policies. So hopefully this doesn't get demonetized for any reason.
Just that happening in the middle of that sentence is kind of insane, but let me is that an internet issue?
Chud the Builder.
That happening right there was kind of crazy.
Now, before we start this video, I want to make it clear we do not condone or promote racism in any way, shape, or form on this channel.
Yeah, no, exactly. He is the racist stereotype he projects onto black people, a violent and belligerent criminal who's going around harassing people, pulling weapons on people, like literally everything he's doing is the stereotype that he projects out. Yes, and that's always like the worst part. That's always the case. Like, it's so hard to find that not be the case, where it's, this guy's a racist, but he's actually an upstanding citizen. He actually is living a very wholesome life, but he happens to be a racist. Like, it's not really, those things don't really go hand in hand too often.
I've carefully edited this video to comply with all of YouTube's very strict policies. So hopefully this doesn't get demonetized for any reason, because all we are doing is providing commentary and going over what people shouldn't do. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck advance.
Yeah, bro, that's called, I don't want a loan.
Once you qualify. So instead of waiting for check advance, want your direct deposit sooner, it handles all of that in one app. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create an account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter your information, and order your Current card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option to enter my promo code Jake1090, which unlocks the $75 bonus. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking it out, because that's literally what it's designed for, helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. May 13th, 2026.
The way he goes back into it is like it's still part of the ad.
People like you stay more on top of their finances. May 13th, 2026, it was 1:20 in the afternoon when law enforcement responded to the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, after reports of shots fired. Arriving on scene, they'd find two men shot who were fighting each other when one drew a gun, shooting the other and himself in the process. Immediately, social media exploded as the shooter was identified as none other than 28-year-old Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder. The IRL streamer known for rage baiting the public with racial slurs and his catchphrase, "They're chimping out."
It's also funny because if you've seen enough of his clips, you can tell when he's armed and when he isn't. Because when he's not armed, he acts like a coward. Like when he's not armed, he waits till people get away from him. He waits till like nobody hears him. He's a little bit more quiet. That's what I mean, is it's like, it's this, you know, you got to drop the veneer at some point.
It's the usual suspect. I wonder who pissed her off. She's chimping out. Chimping out.
Like, you see how shifty-eyed he got when he said it right there? I don't think he's armed in this video because he's speaking a little quiet and he got shifty-eyed while saying it. Most of the time, he's pretty upfront, pretty in your face about it. And it is always the biggest cowards.
She's chimping out.
Now, this video would clearly show a woman enraged, but wouldn't show the interaction leading up to it. Without full context, Chud would post the video attempting to push stereotypes and promote prejudice.
Was he even live streaming when it happened, or was he just out doing it for the love of the game? I haven't seen clips of it happening live, so I don't think that he was necessarily streaming. I think he was just out this day. I think that it just happened.
As he says, the usual suspects. But in this next video, Chud would blatantly use the N-word and show everyone the type of person he is.
You know, my favorite line from the is, you got freedom of speech. You just don't have the freedom of consequences from your speech. It's like telling an inmate, hey, you got the freedom to leave your jail cell. You just don't have the freedom of consequence. Hey, you got the freedom to speak, but we're going to threaten you with deadly violence if you do use that freedom. Hey, you got the freedom to leave your jail cell, but we're going to threaten you with deadly violence if you do use that freedom.
It's the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life.
It doesn't sound like the inmate's very free. Oh, well, we all know that because he's an inmate.
Do you think freedom of speech just allows you to say whatever you want all the time? And again, nobody's saying you should go to jail for it. And if somebody attacks you, they should go to jail. They should go to jail for attacking you. But if you think socially you should not be reprimanded for the things that you say, then you are just wrong. I think that it should probably be more social justice than, you know, some civil justice as opposed to legal justice in those cases. Because, yeah, it would be stupid for somebody to get sent to jail for, you know, for saying something. But I also don't think it's that big of a deal if someone smacks you in the face for being disrespectful. Because the whole thing is, it's like, yeah, these words exist. They're in the dictionary. I actually heard someone say that once. Oh, these slurs are in the dictionary. Yeah, but if I just go up to people and go, hey, you're an idiot. You're the dumbest person I've ever seen. You're so ugly, too. Oh, my God, look at you. You're a moron, and you're so... Like, yeah, am I being disrespectful? Oh, who cares? It's freedom of speech. Who cares? You're being in, like, abrasive dickhead. You're being a douchebag. And, like, you know, as people say, as I've heard before, talk shit, get hit is kind of the way a lot of people move about life. And so when you go around talking shit, you can expect something to happen. And again, they can go to jail for it, but if they're willing to go to jail for it, be ready for those people that are willing.
Oh, but it doesn't sound like the white man's very free.
And also always got to make it about the white man. Again, I don't think anybody should be saying slurs. I don't think you should go around saying the N-word. I don't think people should go around saying the C word. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're being racist, you're being racist, and that's wrong, and you shouldn't do it. And you should probably expect somebody to get defensive about it.
You're going to threaten me with deadly violence? You're going to threaten to starve my family and my company? Am I really free to do that?
Happy birthday.
And if I'm not free, then why are we not fighting for our freedoms back? Are we just okay with losing our freedoms as white people?
A weak attempt at justifying racism with freedom of speech.
I thought I had
comparing.
I thought I had freedom of speech. Why can't I yell bomb in a movie theater? Why can't I yell I have a knife on an airplane? I thought I have freedom of speech. Freedom of speech also only. My point is, freedom of speech also only extends so far. Like, if you're instigating a situation, if you're getting in somebody's face and going just calling them the N-word, that could be seen as assault, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure that could be considered assault because you're imposing yourself upon that person. Now, could they get charged for battery, for smacking you in the face, for putting their hands on you? Probably. But again, it's like there's levels to this stuff. There's levels to this. Gotta remember. Oh, they're late. 5 minutes already.
To an inmate who lacks freedom because he receives threats for being blatantly racist and disrespectful just shows you how weak Chud or Dalton really is. Because Dalton is the type of person that wants the ability to bully without the consequence of getting beat. To further prove this point, Chud would go out of his way to target and disrespect any black person he thought he could get a reaction from, hoping for a viral moment he could monetize and profit.
Honestly, I hate this kid's content. He goes around just being as ignorant as possible, but honestly, shout out him for stealing Chud the Builder's hat. That's pretty funny.
Off. And he would do this by claiming he was exercising his
kind of
freedom
got him with that one, gotta say.
Speech protected by his First Amendment. But when he ran into someone who was not only willing to defend himself, but to actually fight, Chud hid behind the Second Amendment, his right to bear arms.
He chimping out. He said, "What's the issue?" Because I looked at him.
Chimping out?
He chimping out.
Put that phone down. Put
Why?
that phone down.
You don't like looking ugly?
Put that phone down, bitch ass boy.
Shut up. Come on, come do something. Come do something. Pull up.
Oh, he got found.
Yeah, walk up.
See, the thing is, if these guys would have called the cops on him, he probably would have gotten arrested because he instigated it and then pulled a gun on them. Like, that would have gotten him arrested in this situation.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, all right.
They chimping out. They chimping out. They parked in the fire lane, chimping out. They mad because I'm holding my shit.
I'm right here.
You better get out my face.
I'm right here.
Get out my face, boy.
So Chud wasn't just.
He also doesn't understand reciprocal retaliation. You cannot extend past the force used by the aggressor, and you also cannot claim self-defense if you instigated the action. So if the aggressor is coming at you with fists, you cannot pull a gun on them and shoot them. You cannot stab them. If they pull a weapon on you, you can use a weapon in reciprocal defense. But yeah, pulling a gun on somebody who's threatening to beat your ass is not self-defense.
Rage baiting the public, he was provoking while armed, waiting for someone to assault him so he had the so-called legal excuse to defend himself by shooting them. But legally, that isn't stand your ground. Tennessee is very similar to where I live at, Florida. Florida is very similar to Texas. All three of these states share the stand your ground law. But one of the little conditions for stand your ground is you cannot lawfully stand your ground if you provoked the confrontation.
Come do something. Come do something. Pull up.
Oh, he got found.
Yeah, walk up.
So for example, you can't tell somebody fuck you, and when they say they're gonna do something or they call you this and that, you say try me, touch me, hit me, swing. I bet you won't. That's provoking. Somebody does something to you and then you pop them. That's not self-defense. You caused that. Chud would post his version of events to Twitter stating, "They are parking in the fire lane, chimps blaring music and dancing outside of the car. Got mad at me when I walked by with visible disgust. Proceeded to chimp out through the entire store. Usual suspects, plus 100 fatigue." This post would get over 4.8 million.
I have such fatigue from these people that I go up to and start recording and glare at and stare down because they're in a fire lane that isn't being used. What if the firemen need to come and use this right here? You're a real stand-up citizen, bro.
Million views, and some of Chud's videos would reach tens of millions of views. He'd follow up with a video addressing those who called him out for hiding behind a gun, telling him to try his antics without one.
The chimps keep saying, why do you need the gun though? Leave the gun at home. Why do I need a gun? To protect myself while just simply...
Well, no, it's because you're I'm going to say this. I always mean it as a pussy cat, but you're a pussy. Like, you need a gun because you need something to hide behind, because you can't stand behind what you say. Like, again, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you need to be a tough guy and this and that. But it's like, if you're going to go around and be abrasive and aggressive and confrontational to people, you should at least be willing to throw hands about it. You don't need to hide behind a gun. You are hiding behind a gun. All of these instances are not people threatening you with death. Like, what are you talking about?
Existing as a free man. I can say what I want. We can say whatever we want. This is America. You shouldn't react with a chimp out. Me
and Haley's comment about to go tag team on this guy. We're about to just get off the top ropes. No, yeah, how he said boy. I don't know if he said boy. I think the black guy said boy. I think he called him boy, and then he called him the N-word in return. Again, kind of again, reciprocal retaliation. I don't know.
Violent aggression, threats of deadly violence. That just proves our point. Oh, do this without the gun, though. Hey, cowboy, leave your gun at home and then come out in the street and do a duel. What are you, dumb?
Who's doing a duel? Who challenged you to a duel, dumbass? What are you talking? Like, he keeps making up these scenarios in his head, and they're these scenarios of like, if I'm a cowboy going out in the West, I need my 6-shooter on me. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on, bro.
The cowboy's always got his gun. Are you stupid?
I know you got the pomade in your mustache. I know you're feeling real tough right now. But come on, dude. What are you talking about? He's yassified Noah Samson a little bit.
You're a bitch. No, you are. You're chimping out because I'm a free man and you're mad. I don't know who you are. Y'all know who I am.
And if it wasn't a gun he relied on, it was me.
I know who Hitler is too. Does that mean he's a good guy? Does that mean he's, oh, that was really impressive? So I guess he would probably think so, though. He probably does think that.
Because spraying people was another way he could bring in even more views, equaling more money. So again, he'd target whoever he thought would react, even preying on the homeless in a park.
A constitutional right to record.
I
don't need to ask you if I can exercise my freedom.
You're not gonna tell us you can't record anybody.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Y'all got to learn the law.
No, well,
y'all got to learn the law.
If somebody
don't walk up on me. Stay right there.
Real cowboys don't go up to random people looking for a fight. Real cowboys know that death comes to those who look. So if you go searching for it, you're going to find it real quick.
What's going to happen? Public park. What's going to happen? Walk anywhere.
Keep coming up.
Also, it just shows like how childish his mentality is. He really does think that like the old West, they used to go out at high noon. 10 paces, both sides. No, dude, they'd shoot you just because they're like, hey, fucking looked at me wrong. I'm going to shoot him now. The Old West was insane. But this guy really is just a wannabe cowboy. Probably doesn't know anything about the actual Old West. What you know about Billy the Kid? What you learned?
We gonna punch me anywhere in public.
I'm gonna mace your ass real quick.
Mace? Oh, is that all? So you're one of those guys?
I'll spray the shit out you, yeah.
I would rather you punch me in my face.
Just learn how to act, bro.
Learn how to act. Learn how to ask. Learn how to ask.
Why are you acting like a right now?
Acting like a what?
You heard me. Sit down.
Oh, sit down. If I stand up, what's the penalty?
Come on. Look at him.
If I stand up, what's the penalty?
Y'all need to learn how
Look
to...
how he's shaking too. You can see the camera start to shake. It's so interesting because there's performative males on both sides. There's performative males that want to seem like the good guy. I want to show you, hey, I've never said anything bad in my life. I love women. Women's rights and women's lefts. Coming from men all day. That almost sounded like beating women. I think people say that sometimes, but it's performative male in the opposite direction of wanting to seem like a tough guy, wanting to be have on this cowboy mentality. I'm coming out here, I'm defending my steed. and he's clearly shaking in his boots, being a free man, going up to harass people randomly.
You need to learn how to act.
Don't make a move, man.
Y'all need to learn how. We can record all we want around here.
Record it, brother, man.
Now, Chud would get called out for his antics.
Leave you didn't want me. You racist predator piece of shit. I want you because you're a fucking racist predator piece of shit.
And the police would speak with him numerous times, but of course he'd play victim.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station and walked out. Okay. And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around, he's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded.
Okay, well, nobody gives a fuck what you're saying, bro. It's called, yeah, if it's recorded, then let's see it. Let's see you calling them the N-word. Let's see you provoking them. Like, we can do all of that. Yeah, if you want to take it to court, now you're going to have to. It's just so ridiculous to me that it's like you're hiding behind laws that you don't even understand. Like, yeah, there are stupid cops out there, but he's trying to explain something to you very, like, that's not even like a law thing. Again, this is just like social order. If you go around harassing people, it doesn't matter if you're calling them the N-word or if you're just going up and calling them stupid. You're provoking somebody. What's the point of provoking people for no reason? Like, legitimately. Like, legitimately, what's the point?
And it's live streamed.
I know, I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
See, Big Bad Chud is really insecure Dalton, who once looked like Bieber. Mugshots from when he was 18 and 19 would reveal a chubbier face, and he'd even address old photos of him saying posting the pics of the old fat me. I lost 150 pounds and reshaped my entire body years before Ozempic was ever heard of. They want you to stay fat and low T. They are afraid of what you could become. With this,
he also said goy slop in there.
Tells me is Chud most likely got on testosterone, lost the baby face, grew
He didn't get enough attention at home as a kid. I mean, literally every time that I see this, it's another example of a person who didn't have like an actual strong male figure in their life. Again, it doesn't need to be a dad. It doesn't need to be they need somebody to kind of show them what it means to be like, if you want to have this manly mentality, like you need somebody there to show that, or else you're just going to become this like, this person who goes out and squawks at the world wanting attention. Like it's literally just a cry for attention. Please, please.
Mustache and muscles and felt the confidence he never had as a youth. But this would also explain his fixation with bullying. It's nothing more than a reflection of his insecurities, and while now he might look like Chud, in the back of his head, he forever feels like...
He always feels like a Chud.
Dalton, so he has to bully people to feed his ego to make himself feel better. Now, the name Chud the Builder apparently comes from the fact that he owned a contracting company, but his racist rants would completely put him out of business, so he'd start a Give, Send, Go account and
Oh, we started? Okay, I gotta end it here too then. I really appreciate everybody for stopping in. Remember, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go check out this video if you want to check out the rest of the information about the whole story with Chud the Builder. Not that interesting, but we will get more information out to you as more information is available about this whole case. Again, I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Captain Quasar signing off.